Alright, the fact is we are living in the future and our technology is still catching up to protect our normal American citizens. Thanks to slow government and big industry lobbying. Too much energy has been used destroying the planet and the inhabitants that live on it instead of nurturing and growing it from this singular universal phenomenon we call Earth. I'm here to persuade you on the state of nuclear energy and how their needs can be diversified from uranium to thorium to be applied and restructured to solve catastrophic controversies related to this complex technology. The purpose of nuclear power plants is to generate electricity like other steam-powered plants for cities, towns, municipalities, and other industries. This speech will highlight how more efficient thorium-based model approach is from current uranium to model the health risk of citizens, smaller ecological footprints, and smaller, safer meltdown systems that will not create global catastrophes. The healthcare industry is a multi-billion-dollar juggernaut in America that has strong fraternity and connections from heads of states, diplomats, leaders, and politicians that lead all the way back to D.C. Now imagine the story of David and Goliath in the Bible. That is the type of imagery that is necessary to tell the stories of these families going up against these billion-dollar conglomerates. Now relive the memory of growing up and warming food in your microwave as your parents or loved ones stand in front of you and told you, don't stand in front of the microwave, your health would be at risk. This was a microaggression compared to some of the stories that have been battled and fought in our court systems to wrangle the global giants that live in our backyard. In the film documentary called Atomic Homefront, produced by director Rebecca Camisa, tells the story of a community in St. Louis fighting illegal dumping of radioactive waste from their local landfill that seeped into their water supply. The movie documentary is a first-hand account of the battle of local families, firefighters, police, and political leaders have put against these notorious nuclear corporations. I'm going to play the video.
No, honey, I don't really want you to do that. If it wasn't for the smell of the landfill, no one would have known about the radioactivity.
It does not belong in a residential, populated, suburban area in the state that it is in right now. Let's fix it.
If I build my home on nuclear weapons waste, what happens to my kids 30 years later?
Just right here in this street, there's a lot of people who have passed away from cancer.
My message to other moms who find themselves in a similar situation, you have to be your own superhero.
Alright. The documentary goes on to cite industry and how they created an epidemiological study to study how low-level radiation affects humans over decades, being the fact that industry doesn't care what they do, they'll just study you after. Some health effects include ionizing radiation, high rates of very rare cancers, birth defects, and various autoimmune disorders. Now, thorium. Thorium was discovered by Swedish chemist John Berzelius and named Thor, the Norse god of thunder, because of its power. In Forbes magazine article, thorium has advantages that start from the moment it is mined and purified, and all but the trace natural occurring minerals and the isotope are useful towards the reactor. That's a heck of a lot better than 3 to 5% of the uranium that comes in the form of what we need. One design plan is called molten salt reactors. It was efficient and started in the 1940s in Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee on the project to develop alternative jet engines for bomber aircrafts. A professional journal published in 2013 states that the correct technology can generate safer, cheaper, and cleaner power than uranium. By mid-1950s, scientists had turned their attention to nuclear power stations that had built reactors from 65 to 69. But in the 70s, the Atomic Energy Commission shut down the program. Although the work continued in Oak Ridge until the 1980s, funding dried up. But advances were made. I conclude the speech by saying, thorium-based model approach is the future, and it's far more efficient and safer than current uranium models that have plagued our industry. Especially if we want a nation to reduce the health risk of citizens, create a smaller ecological footprint, and have safer meltdown systems for global catastrophes. Thank you. Thanks. I think.
I hope it's like still recording. Yeah, it's still recording.